Hi, I am Pratham. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the Canvas API and how can we make a responsive canvas for our team. It will not a difficult task to make a responsive canvas. So without wasting any time, let's get dive into it. So before starting that, we should understand some of the key points of canvas and how it is different from the other element in terms of CSS style. So let's discuss it first, then we will jump into the implementation part. So let's assume it is my window screen and this is going to be our canvas element. So this canvas element has a client width, client height and client width, and if it has some border like that, so this will be going to be a offset width and this will be going to be a offset height. So this is same for all the element, but there is one difference that this canvas has one more style object that helps us to define a style for the internal canvas where we are going to do a drawing. So we have to explicitly style the internal canvas, so this internal canvas will match with the outside canvas element. So we can assign this style object a width of 50% and a height of 50%. That means it will just cover this 50% area for the drawing, and we can't draw here. So we have to give it 100% of the canvas so we can able to draw in the entire canvas. So this is what about all the canvas object and canvas element in HTML. Now let's get dive into the implementation part. So here we have one more folder, that is component, and we are going to make a new component that is going to be a canvas.tsx, and I am using just my snippet to create a React functional component. You can also make a snippet for your personal use or just use a Visual Studio snippets which help us to develop a product more faster. So let's make a canvas component. In canvas component we have a canvas, that is going to be a canvas, and assign some parameters to the canvas. First is going to be a ref. As in React we can't access the DOM element directly, so if you want to access the DOM element we have to use this ref hook, use ref. So this use ref will provide a DOM element to us in React. If you are not aware about the hooks in React, please do comment. So I will also make a video on it and you will get some insights of the React hooks and get comfortable with the React hooks. So we need one ref, and we have to add events like on mouse down, on mouse move, and on mouse up, and on mouse leave. So now let's have some states, which is going to be a state of this canvas component. Before that we will receive some props from the parent component so we can make our canvas component more flexible. So first we are going to accept on draw. I am just copy pasting the props from my project, so we will do it faster. We have one props on draw, one props on start, one on stop, and a class name, and on end and height and width of this canvas. So why I am accepting this many props? This is because we can handle our canvas element from outside the component. So we need to have some functions like after drawing I have to just do some operations like changing the variables, changing the state of my parent. So these functions will help us to do that thing. So now let's declare some state of the canvas. So we need a start point and a canvas wrap. So this will be a canvas wrap and this will be use state and one interface that is going to be a point. Let's make a interface. Now I have to declare a callback for this listeners. So let's make it. So first I will make a callback that is going to be a start drawing, and this will be called when mouse goes down. Start drawing, and this callback will receive an event, and let's get one thing from this that is going to be a native event. So on start drawing, what we have to do, we have to just save the state of the start point to our states so we can use them further. So let's do it. So let's get the positions of mouse which we can get from this like that, and a canvas component which we will get from our ref. If canvas not exist, then just to return, and otherwise get the boundary of the canvas, that internal canvas, that style part. So let's get it from the canvas dot get bound client react, and now we have to normalize our mouse offset so we can do a drawing for every width and height of the canvas. So let's normalize it. So normalize x will be our offset x divided by bound dot x will our width, so bound dot width, and normalized y will be offset of y divided by bound dot height. Now let's save this point to our states like this. X will be normalized x and y will be normalized y. And now let's just destructure our props on start, on draw, on end, on stop, height, width, and classroom. So these all things, and now just call the parent on start. This is what we have to do on starting the drawing, and let's assign it here on mouse down. So here, now let's make a next function that is going to be on finish drawing, and it will also receive an event, but we don't have a use of it, and just we call our on end function here and just assign it here on up finish drawing, and now draw, which will get an event, and we need the position of the current mouse cursor. So let's get that. So while drawing, what we have to do, just take our mouse positions and normalize that mouse positions and just give that mouse position to our this function which is being provided by the parent. So parent will do the drawing accordingly that the parent want. Like if I want to change the color of my style of my pen, so parent will do that job before starting the drawing. So just do the normalization part here. It will be same like that, and we have to again save the this, and before doing that we have to call our onDraw function which is provided by the parent with a context. So context is like a pen. Actually context is an object which helps us to do a drawing over the that style sheet. So let's get the context, and it has so many types, and for our use case we are going to just use 2D context because we are going to draw a 2D drawing. So let's pass this context here, and the start point will be start dot x and start dot y, and the next point will be our normalize x and normalize y. So let's assign it draw, and on mouse sleeve what we have to do, just call the parents function on stop. Let's assign it here. Now we have to provide a height and width to our canvas, so we will do that job inside the use effect just called after our DOM manipulation, that after our element being created in the DOM. So we have just passed height and width here. So refresh this function when height and width is going to be changed. In this use effect we are just assign the width and height to the canvas and the style. Here I have just used 100% and assign the height and width, and now just let's apply class name here. If anyone wanted to do some styling over our canvas, you can able to do with this class name, that is just providing border and padding margin. Now we have to just use our canvas here, so let's use a snippet, and here what we want some states like whether we are drawing or not. So this is going to be a boolean and one state which help us to determine whether we have chosen the pencil or eraser, that is going to be this state, and the height and width of the current canvas. So these are the states we need, and now let's make some callbacks which we are going to pass in our canvas component. So on drawing, if I checked my canvas component, we are going to receive these parameters. So let's copy it and paste it here, and we have to do drawing here. We get our context. So how can we draw over the canvas? First we are going to check whether we have chose a pencil or not, or a eraser, otherwise eraser. Let's say eraser has a code 1. I'm using here 0 and 1 because later we can have more options like colored pencil and like something else. So this is good to use 0 and 1, and later we can assign 2 to other options, so it will be easy for us. So while drawing we have to just do the one thing, that is get back to the our width and height for our start point and the current point. So we can get back them by multiplying the width and the height to the normalized width and height. So for drawing, we have to just start a path, that is the point, and now we have to just first move our context to the start point. So now that drawing pointer moves to the start point, and now we will make a line from that start point to our current point, that is end point. So it will just make a line here, so it will be like that. And now we can do some styling, which I am discussing, like fill style with I want black line and line width, and now we have to just stroke, that is going to just put a black color over that line. So this is start the point, move to a start point, then create a line from the start point to the end point and just filling the black color and giving the line width as a 3, and this line will just do the job that create a line. And on eraser, what we will have this thing, first normalize the things and then just put the white color over the black color, so it will act like eraser, that we are erasing something, and that is going to be a size of 20 by 20, that is the height and width of our eraser. So this is how we are going to draw. Now we have just like on start drawing, so let's make the function fast. Start drawing, which will just set our drawing state to true, const and drawing, that is going to be our freeze drawing, which will just set our state to false. And for some extra like select eraser callbacks is just set pencil 1 and const select pencil, set pencil to 0. Now for responsiveness, we need a resizer. We can make it like as a hook and directly use here like that. I'm using it directly. We have just called the window add event listener on the resize event and assign a callback that will going to set the width and height to this, and this is just the callback return, that when this component will die, will call this callback, so it will just remove event listener from the window. And we have one container ref, same as the ref element we had provided to our canvas. So this is going to be like this. And now we are just one more thing, on exit we missed some functions like const on exit, that is on canvas leave event we check if we are drawing or not. If we are not drawing, let's do nothing, and if we are drawing, let's mark it false. Set drawing equal to false. And on start of the application or on the creation of this component at the DOM level, so during that time we have to just make our drawing event as true. So this looks good, and now we have to write some JSX, and in our case the TSX. So let me copy paste it, so it will save us some time. So here I have just copy pasted code, div. Inside div we have one more div which has ref and this CSS, that is our tailwind CSS. and a canvas object. I have provided all the things which we have made here, and just one more div which acts like a container for the buttons that will help us to choose pencil or eraser. So now let's check the output of this. This is going to be our at localhost 3000, and so let's do one thing. Remove this part and do the thing and refresh the thing. You can see that it is keep drawing, keep drawing, keep drawing. Let's check, are we not okay? Drawing equal to false, then we can't draw, just return. So this is now fixed. Now we can draw a thing and erase it, erase it, and it is going to be a responsive. Like we can first choose a pencil and draw, and now if I just do some resizing, it will also draw in that. Let's check, and our eraser is also working. So this is how we can make a responsive canvas in React. I hope you like this video, and in the next video we will discuss about the live canvas. How can we transfer data over the WebSocket and we get the data from the other client through the WebSocket. So this is all about in this video. Please do subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's it. Thank you.